Hi everybody, it's Al, and I wanted to do a quick video on how the grass and the fruit trees are coming along. Here's the grass that I planted after I plowed it with a tractor and threw the seed and the fertilizer out, and then followed with a drag harrow. And I finally mowed it today because last night it rained for several hours. It's the first rain we've had in a long time, and we've been watering this through the sprinkler, so it's coming out really good. And if you recall, we planted a lot of trees. There's about 30 trees that we planted, fruit trees, and they're doing quite well. Here's one of the this is one of the orange trees that we have, and actually it's lemon, I believe. Yeah, so there's a lemon tree there, and it's full of blooms, as you could see right there, full of lemons everywhere. It's just loaded, and there's blooms everywhere, and our bees have been coming over here and just having a field day with it. So we're gonna have lots and lots of lemons, as you can see. And then here's a orange tree here, and that boy is just loaded with oranges everywhere. We're doing really well with it. Lord's blessed us with you know, this great bounty here, and you see this kind of stuff just taking off like that. It just amazes you that you know, it's possible. So here's another, I'm not sure what this one is. I think this is peach or something like that, but that one was not didn't have any leaves on it at all, and it's just getting filled up with leaves now. We lost the tag for it, so I'm not exactly sure what this is. I think it might be peach or plum. But here's another one that's starting to come out. We're finally getting some leaves on this guy here, and that's coming along pretty well. I believe this is a let me think here, persimmon tree, I believe, and we're getting some growth on it now. These are actually the fruit on this tree here is comes out later on in the summer, and it's ready for harvesting around November time frame. So that's when those fruits will come around. Here's this is a kind of fruit that lives or it's indigenous to subtropic climates, and I'm not sure what it's called in English. In Spanish it's called a feijoa, and it has a really delicate flavor to it. It has a very tender meat. It's almost like a guava. It's a type of guava actually, but it's it has a different taste. It almost tastes like a strawberry. So that's what that is. And then here's its mandarins, and it's loaded with mandarins right now. You see here, this is the mandarin tree here, and there's all the mandarins. It's just loaded, loaded, loaded. The bees have gone to town with this guy here. This here is, I thought it was a plum tree, but it's not. This is a nectarine. As you can see right here, that's a nectarine tree, and it's got buds everywhere. So this guy is doing finally really, really well. After I plowed all around it, I did break some of the roots, some of the roots that were going out, the feeder roots that go out, and they broke in the process of plowing, but she recovered pretty quickly. And here's how the rest of the trees are doing really well. This is a one of those guava trees right here, and I can see that there's it's getting ready to bloom. You can see the little buds right there. Those are all buds that are starting to bloom. This one here is in full bloom already. You can see it. It's just everywhere. So we're gonna get a lot of fruit out of this guy here. And the fig tree. Look at this. This is from the rain last night. It's just poured on us. So let me take a path here that's not too bad and show you those figs that are coming in. It's just loaded. I mean, this thing, it hardly had any leaves on it from being in the pot so long. It was in the pot for about 2 years, and it depleted all the nutrients in that pot. So once we transplanted it here, I mean, it went to town. It's really doing well. Here's another orange tree, and there's all the fruit in it. Actually, let me see exactly what kind this is. So this is not sure what this is. Let me see if I can pull that tag out from here. I know it's a citrus, but it doesn't say what kind it is. So that's probably some kind of a orange. We love oranges and grapefruits, so it's probably some kind of it. And that's an orange tree, and that is full of all the flowers fell out of it. We had a lot of wind, and all the flowers fell out of it already. But almost every one of those, this tree was covered with bees, so every one of those is gonna turn out to be fruit. And here's the other fig tree. You can see there's figs everywhere. Look at those things right there. There's some that are, I mean, some of these branches have probably upwards of 10 of them, you know. So that's a great, we're gonna have a great bounty out of the figs. And the fig is a kind of tree that produces fruit all year long. So there's no season for it. Every season it's a fig season. Here's another of the orange trees, and you can see that there's buds all over the place here, and we should be getting some fruiting here out of that one here pretty soon. This one here is not doing as well. It's finally recovering. We had a lot of problems with ants all the way around this guy here, so we used a powder called Savian all around it, and that seemed to have helped. Here, this is a avocado tree, and that's doing really well. It's got all kinds of new growth, you can see down there. And this guy needs a lot of sunlight, so hopefully in a few years this guy will be yielding some really good avocados for us. There's a grapefruit tree right here that is starting to come out really well. It's finally getting some leaves on it. That was getting eaten up by the ants as well. And then here's one of the orange trees. Let me see what kind that is, if we can figure this out here. Premium grafted citrus, but it doesn't say what kind it is. But you can see there's fruit already there, and you can see all the flowers that are still coming in. She's pretty small, but look at that little branch here. Already has 1, 2, 3, 4. There's probably going to be another one there. 5. There's another one there. So there's another one right there. So even as little as they are, when they are grafted, you get fruit that first year. So we're really looking forward to that, and we're getting ready to plant some additional trees today. We're going to plant some right out here. There's a little cactus, or not little, but it's I'm not sure what the name of that cactus is. Anyways, there's some small oranges on that one that's already growing really well, as you can see. And that's a tiny little orange tree. The banana tree is doing really well right there. And let me see, this guy right here that looks like a cactus that is long, we're gonna plant it right in that sunny area there, and then right next to it, a few feet away, we're gonna have 2 yucca plant trees next to it, which is that one and that one next to it. And those produce a really good starchy root tuber that is, you could fry it, you could boil it, but it's very, very good. And then finally we're going to have that that kind of a cactus, and the fruit on that thing is just absolutely great. It's really sweet, it's really tender, hardly has any seeds, unlike most cactus, prickly pears. And then this is one of those guavas again, and we're gonna put that guava right at that corner here. So we're gonna do that this afternoon, hopefully, and be able to start getting rid of almost all of the planters that we have, and that leaves just a few back here. Mostly what we have back here to plant is some sugarcane. We have 3 different varieties of sugarcane that we're going to plant. Why sugarcane? Because it's almost like a weed. Sugarcane grows and grows and grows and grows, and it's very, very hard to stop. So you got to really work to control it. But sugarcane, obviously, where you get sugar from, you can make all kinds of stuff with it. You can make fuel. You can make, obviously, alcohol because it's fuel, right? But you can make, you can ferment things. You can make all kinds of different things with sugarcane, and also from the fiber of the sugarcane, you can make all kinds of other stuff. It's almost like the palm tree fiber once you get all the juice out of it. So it can be weaved into all kinds of different things. Here's the other banana tree. That's coming out really, really well. And then this guy here, let me see, this guy here is a parsimon tree. That guy here is a pear tree, and the parsimon tree is already bloomed. And so we're going to see some parsimons coming out of here. There's a pear tree here, and you can see some pears right there. There's a little pear there. There's another little pear there. And there's more pears and more pears. So this guy is going to do really, really well. And then here's the other parsimon tree. You can see it is just chock full of blooms. So those have already been serviced by our bees. And so, and also the wasp. There's a wasp right there that you can see. And so those wasps actually are pretty helpful as well. So we don't bother the wasps. We just keep them off of our roof and ceiling fans that we have outdoors. And then there's potatoes. Here's the potato planters right there. Another potato planter right there. And then there's more potatoes that are going to be coming out of that one. And those are actually from 55-gallon barrels cut in half, and there's no bottom to it. So it's just to hold the potatoes and give it enough room for the tubers to grow. And eventually, when they get to the bottom, they can keep on going right down into the dirt. So it's a great way to have some raised beds, keep the weeds down. So it's great for weed control. You don't have to bend down as far, and they work out really well. There's our loquat tree, and that's going to be bearing fruit, I'm guessing next year. Probably not this year, but next year. And then the papaya is recovering really well. That one's finally starting to get a lot of leaves, so they should be bearing fruit. This fruit here is ripening really well on that papaya. Check it out. That fruit is coming out really, really nice, and it's got all kinds of more fruit coming out later on that top. And then here's a dwarf papaya, and this guy here is just chock full of papayas. Check it out. That is nice, nice, nice. This you have to replant every year. So probably about summertime, towards the end of summer, we'll plant some more seeds, grow them in the greenhouse, and get them out here next spring and enjoy some more papayas. So here's what the grass looks like from this other end here. So this is the update that I wanted to do. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, if you have any questions, just shoot me a message, put a comment below, and I'll answer it as soon as I can. And thanks everybody for watching. God bless everybody, and I pray that you all do well, and the Lord bless each and every one of you. Take care.